You have kids, right?
I have kids. Yeah.
It's so metal. I was saying this. I was like,
Metal. Wait, I love that. Metal.
that's what my sister said the day after
Like,
she
it's
had birth.
hardcore.
She's like, Emily, she's like shaking. She's like, women are metal.
Oh, yeah.
That is
Oh, yeah.
like violent.
If there's one thing that like is good about it, aside from the kid itself, is
Right.
like you just feel like a superhero for the rest of your life.
I mean, and I think that we downplay it.
We downplay it.
We're like, oh yeah, it's hard. It's like, no, I think it's like the craziest thing to ever happen to anyone.
Actually, like I look back at the day in the hospital and I'm trying to remind myself that I remember looking at my husband and going like, this is fucking crazy.
Insane.
Like this is, what am I doing?
Being a
Can I take it back? Like this is what, I'm gonna die. Like
yeah, you could.
I know. And you know what I was watching during labor? You guys don't do this. I was watching Queen Charlotte.
Oh,
Did you watch that show?
Yeah, the like spinoff of Bridgerton.
Right. Yeah. So I watched her like birth, her medieval like birth. I don't know what was wrong with me. That was
a decision that you made.
It was a decision that I made.
Hi.
I'm so happy you're here.
This is so cool. This is the first time I've done like this
like pod
couch video. This is amazing.
Pod couch video.
This is a really good couch.
I'm so honored.
Thank you so for having
we
me.
talked about you coming on the pod like what feels like months ago. What feels like there was maybe like a teaser for the movie, but maybe even not. Maybe there was just the announcement, and I was like, "This is gonna be big."
It's been a slow trickle,
and then bigger than ever, bigger than anything.
I genuinely don't even really know because I'm just too scared to pay attention to anything. So I'm hiding myself from.
Are you not on social media?
I am. I mean, I am.
Yeah.
But I think I've been trying to like shift my algorithm right now to be like cooking videos.
Oh, you're actively working on
I'm
a shift.
I'm working on the shift because now I look and it's like interviews.
No,
it's
babe,
a lot of.
it's my FYP. I don't know if because I watched the movie, obviously. My emails know it.
They know everything.
My calendar knows it. But like my entire FYP on both Instagram and TikTok is the movie.
That's good, I guess.
Is people we meet on vacation, is your interviews with Tom. Were you blown away? Like you probably knew, you're like, this is a book adaptation. Book fans be wild. But did you know like that it would really hit for people that didn't read the book?
That was the sort of unexpected part, I think. Because, there is this built-in fan base. She's got this amazing, loyal group of people. So I knew that there would be like a lot of anticipation from them. And that was kind of nerve-wracking because obviously they have this book that it's so hard to adapt from a book. I think that you have such a clear vision when you read a book of what you want, expect and see. But I didn't know how it would play with, the people who aren't as familiar with her work. But I think people want rom-coms right now.
I mean, everyone's talking about it. Everyone's talking about the movie, but also about wanting rom-coms. I feel like that's the new like thing to say, like, where are the good old like Harry Met Sally kind of like rom-coms?
I feel like they're not always taken seriously as a genre. And I think, but at the same time, everyone watches them.
Everyone watches them and craves them.
Absolutely.
This is a true story. My husband doesn't watch anything with me. Like we have different TV schedules. You know what I mean? Unless I'm like, fine, I'll watch like murder, or I'll be like, there's a new documentary. But usually he doesn't watch my like Bravo and
so you go to like separate rooms and
not really separate rooms. It's more like he'll like be there when I'm like watching something and be on his phone. Like we keep each other company, but he's not like
YouTube videos.
Yeah. But with this movie, which I thought not for you, romantic comedy. He sat there and giggled his tush off.
Stop.
And was like, this is so good. He goes about you before he even knew you were on the show. He goes, she's so good. She's so good. From the burrito scene.
Oh my gosh.
He was like, and I'm like making it sound like my husband's compliment is the biggest one you'll ever get.
No. That's a really that's a tough group.
It's a tough group. Right. So I told my followers, I was like, they know because I'll always be like, what can we watch together? And then it's like really specific kind of shows or movies. But I was like, no, he fully watched it with me, loved it, enjoyed it. So it really is.
Tell him I say thank you.
I will. And it really is
Kicking his feet. That's what you want, right? Giggling and kicking your feet on the bottom of the couch.
Like, she's so, and I was like, yeah, she's amazing. You killed
so
it.
Nice.
But I also have to ask you, like, I'm telling you, this is unanimous. Everyone's saying perfect Poppy and Alex, like about you and Tom. That's the consensus. Again, not something that is always happens with book adaptations.
I mean, that's the scary part. It's a lot easier not easier, but when, it's a completely sort of brand new made up character, it's like, oh, well, at least if people hate this version of it, I can be like, oh, yeah, but that was all on purpose. That was the part that we talked to the director. But in here, it's like, there's 400 pages of her laid out in front of you. So I don't even know how I'm here. This is crazy.
It is. I mean, it's probably so nice though that, because you were saying you're trying not to look too much at, but I'm telling you, the only criticism that I saw was people being like, it should have been a show. Like we'd want an episode for every
vacation.
Right.
No, and that's the hard part. I mean, anytime you're condensing something that is that big into 2 hours, there's going to be so much that's left out. So I understand that. But I mean, at least that's nice. They're being nice on there. Maybe I'll do some doom scrolling tonight.
Was there a conversation about it being a show at
No,
any
I don't
point?
think so.
No.
But I also came on really late. I think Tom had been cast a while before me.
Well, I saw that he was there. I saw the video of, because again, my FYP, of them telling you that you got the part and bringing you on the Zoom, and then he popped up on the Zoom.
Yeah, he had already.
So was he attached to it from kind of the get?
Yeah, I think he's a bit fancy. He's Hunger Games.
Yeah.
So they said he's perfect, and I think how could you not think he's perfect? And so he had been attached for a while, and then it happened for me in this like weird blur. It was the first time I'd ever sort of skipped the very traditional audition process and gone straight to a chemistry read.
Oh, okay.
Because up until then it was, you get the email and you're like, sick, I'm going to do this audition. I'm going to force someone to tape with me and try not to take 3 hours. And then I'm going to, fiddle with my fingers and hope I get a call back or hear something, and then you don't. And months later, you're like, so I'm assuming that's not happening. That's what I was super used to. So this was the first time that someone had seen something I'd been in and kind of connected those dots, which felt like something you always really want to happen.
Yeah. What did they see? Because My Lady Jane, you're downplaying it, but you were leading role on My Lady Jane on Amazon.
Yeah.
So did they see that and think of you for it?
They did, but it was actually a little bit more complicated than that. Cassidy Lang, who works with Netflix, she worked with us on this movie. She's amazing. Had gone to this screening of this indie I did called Fresh Kills. It's like about Staten Island. It's me and Odessa Zion.
Oh, cool.
Which is so funny. We did it a few years ago, and she had seen that and then I guess put my name on a little sticky note on her desk somewhere. Forgot about it. And then when My Lady Jane had come out, she connected those dots and was like, oh, this is the same person. Maybe this is actually what we're looking for, I guess. And then had relayed that to our director, and I met him over Zoom, and I was in Europe at the time, and we just talked and read through the scenes, and then they're like, okay, tomorrow you're going to do a chemistry read. It was crazy.
Had you read the book at that point?
When I found out I was going to get the chemistry read, I guess, or the director conversation, I like desperately tried to find an English copy of this book.
Oh, because you were in Europe.
Yeah, and I was in Sweden, and it was harder to find than I expected.
Did you find it?
I did.
Okay.
And then I was with friends in the car, and I had to try not to get car sick while I speed read through this book.
Yeah.
And I'm a notoriously car sick person. So
I can't read in a car either.
It was a really good test of willpower.
I'm gonna power through.
It was such a good read that
I
I was just so excited to get to talk to everyone about it.
And did you know from the minute you read it, how you were gonna play her?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I always feel like you can kind of tell right away if how easy or hard it is to find your way into a character, kind of. I sometimes think a good tell for me is how easy I can memorize it.
Okay.
Sometimes, unless it's like jargon, right? If it's like a doctor show, that's just hard no matter what. I don't know how those people do that. It's so difficult. But usually I can memorize something really quickly if it just sort of makes sense in my head.
Yeah.
And I remember it was, Poppy's a yapper.
Right.
I am also a yapper. But it was a lot of words.
Yeah.
And I think I read it twice and had it down.
And had
I
it
was
down.
like, okay, this is good. This is a good sign.
So everyone is saying you're perfect as Poppy. Even I saw somewhere that in the book it kind of says they're blondish.
Yeah, she has he's sandy blonde, she's blonde, curly hair. I thought they were gonna dye my hair.
Yeah. And still no one's mad about it. I'm so happy because the last book adaptation that I saw the movie is It Ends With Us. And that didn't go so well in a lot of different, I love the movie personally, but
there was opinions.
There were opinions about the characters also we didn't really get paparazzi of you, which we do a lot of the time.
It was pretty.
It was kept under wraps, which is so good. Movies need to do that.
I hate spoilers.
I know.
I don't even watch trailers anymore. I like to just go in blind.
Yeah, you like to raw dog a movie.
I do like to raw dog a movie. I think it's the best way because expectation is just so dangerous,
That's like mega spoiler.
Oh, I know. And I don't want, and it's also such a tricky thing because someone taking a street photo of costumes out of context, it's not going to look like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's so much that goes into the lighting, the way that they're going to shoot it. So I think it's difficult anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was down for them to dye my hair blonde, but it's probably for the best they didn't. I don't know if I'd be a good blonde.
You could probably, first of all, I love your hair.
I would love to do this.
You could probably do
this. Is very nice.
But I love your hair, and I love that in the movie it has texture, and it's just so good.
I have really curly hair. This is absolutely fake. This is 100% beautifully manipulated by some very talented.
But you have curls?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I never really.
Wait, is it your hair in the scene in
that is they brushed out my
exaggerated
curls
it.
And poofed it a lot.
Yeah.
Because that's the Poppy poof. Which was just taking all my middle school insecurities and putting them on display. But yeah, I was so insecure about my curly hair growing up. I think because people are always why? I love it now, but why don't you just embrace it?
Yeah.
I'm maybe because literally the Princess Diaries, the plot is we gave her a blowout and now she's hot.
Yeah. Maybe that's why.
And that affected me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was fun to get to play with that a little bit. I want to do my natural hair for a full movie one time. I think that would be amazing.
That would be really cool.
It's totally different though.
I want to see it.
I'll show you a picture after.
I want to see it. Because I agree. For me, I have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
So I'll see a girl that has two, the hair where you could get a bob because you don't have a lot of hair. And so you want that. And then people look at my hair and they're like, well, you have thick hair. You should be happy. And I'm like, but I always wanted to be the thin haired girl.
You want what you can't have.
You want what you can't have.
Oh, the chic sort of French bob. Yeah. I used to beg for that when I was a kid. And they would say no. Oh, sweetie, no.
you can't do that.
I'm like, what about just above the no.
No.
Gotta weigh that down.
Right. If they're telling you no, then you know. They would tell me no as well.
I think the difference is you can do it. I love a curly bob. You just have to be good at hair.
Right.
You got and I'm not. I am. I mean, it takes an absolute village to get any of this looking like this. It is every day of my life is tied to the top of my head.
Wait, tell me where are your ancestors from? What's your background?
I think I'm German.
Okay.
We think. I think that's Bader. I think German.
Wait, are we supposed to say Bader?
No.
Okay.
We don't do that.
Okay.
But I think that's where it comes from.
Okay.
And then I think my mom's side's French. They were French Canadian, but from France.
I could see French in you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's the best compliment.
I know. I loved when Poppy said smoking a cigarette in Paris, and then he was like, "You smoke?" You're like,
"No," but Paris me would.
Paris,
it's true.
Would.
I've always wanted, those like Vivienne Westwood lighters.
No.
Oh my gosh. Vivienne Westwood does a good lighter.
Okay,
And
she sells them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's like the heart. It's the chicest thing you've ever seen.
Uh-huh.
And I always want one. And then people are like, do you smoke? And I'm like, no, but I might just start if I get that lighter.
So like anyone who dates you needs to listen to this pod
And
buy her the lighter.
And start a smoking habit. No.
And get her smoking.
Let's just start working out those
I need
lungs.
to look. I mean, did you see Sean Penn smoking at the Golden Globes inside?
A
You've really
cigarette?
been offline.
I watched the Globes coverage. He was like lit a cig.
No, lit a full, like not a vape, like a cigarette at the table.
That is
He doesn't give a fuck.
the most Sean Penn thing I think I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
Wow. In a tux.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who's
I
dressed?
kind of live for it. I can't.
Yeah. It's a lot to get dressed in the morning. I know it. You know it. You don't have to have a podcast or be posting on Instagram to need an outfit, to need a freaking outfit. What's helped me super is Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix is a stylist. Like it's a stylist for normies or for non-normies, but also for normies, okay? Because you can go on Stitch Fix, you take a style quiz, you share your size, style, and budget, and you get matched with a real human stylist. This isn't AI. There's a real person choosing outfits for you. Like you tell them everything, what kind of fit you like, if you like the sleeves like short, long, like what kind of pants you like, if you like the barrel look, if you like them short, everything. Okay. So they really get to know you. And then the stylist sends you a box. Okay. And it's called Your Fix. And you get to keep what you want from your fix. And you just pay for that. And whatever you don't want from your fix, you just send back, and return shipping is always free. It comes with a label, super easy. There is no subscription required. And this is a big point to be made because I know nowadays, like everything's a subscription. No, you don't have to subscribe. You just have to go on there and get a fix. And then you'll probably want to get another fix because it's just that good. So this is one of the outfits that I got in my box because obviously they got to know me through my style quiz. I like sweaters. I like long sweaters. I like short sweaters. So this is a cropped sweater, which is good for me because it's 80 degrees in here right now. It came with these wide-legged jeans and these leopard loafers that are so freaking cute. I kept on kind of like a loafer sock with them, and it's just the perfect pod fit. I was actually debating if to wear this. Also came in my fix with different pants, but I thought to mix and match this black short sleeve sweater, which I also love. This is kind of like my vibe lately, like chic, elegant, simple. What I love about Stitch Fix is it's no risk. Like I said, no subscriptions. You just get all the stuff you ordered to your home. You try it on in the comfort of your own home, not in a dressing room, stressed with unflattering lights, okay? And then you can return everything that you don't want and only pay for what you keep. Free shipping and returns, always included. Get started today at stitchfix.com/notskinny and get 20% off if you keep 5 items or more from your fix. That's stitchfix.com/notskinny. Guys, like I don't want to get too graphic on here, but we're such a keep wipes in our bathroom type of family. Like if you know, like we really love a good wipe. Oh my God, now I get why they're called good wipes. They're flushable wipes that are actually designed for your body, not just like you're using your baby's wipes or whatever, accidentally using your kitchen wipes for your butt. No, they're made with plant-based fibers. They're alcohol-free. They're paraben-free. So they're really gentle to use every day. So if you've ever used toilet paper and thought, this feels like I'm not done here, like maybe I need to take a shower, good wipes are for you, for the bathroom, for travel, for post-workout, for postpartum, for kids, for life. These are it. Okay. I keep them in the house, in my bag. Honestly, I keep them everywhere. What I love is that they're not irritating. They don't have an overpowering scent. They don't make you question your life choices. They do the job. And that's all I want these days. They also come in different varieties, like soothing, refreshing, fragrance-free. So you can choose what works best for you. Yes, and they're septic safe, which means we're not creating plumbing drama in this household. You can grab Good Wipes at Target or Walmart so you can upgrade your restroom routine. As a special offer for my listeners, Good Wipes is giving you your first pack for free. So you buy any package in store, text them your receipt, and get reimbursed almost immediately. So this is crazy, you guys. You go to Target and Walmart, okay? Target or Walmart. You buy a pack of Good Wipes, and they will pay for it, okay? So you got to text them your receipt. You'll get reimbursed. For more details, head to goodwipes.com/notskinny. Again, that's goodwipes.com/notskinny to snag a free pack of Good Wipes. So, okay, back to getting the role, because I saw the Zoom at least where it was so sweet they were telling you that you got it. But tell me what was going on. Did you have a feeling when he was like, I need to tell you so, or I need to ask you a question?
Right. Yeah. I mean, up until that point, it had been kept totally secret from me. And I know that there was some it's always so complicated, the scheduling, is it going to be able to, so everything in my mind at that point was just assume it's not going to happen. Just let yourself down easy now. And then I got this call, hey, you're going to hop on a Zoom with Brett. And I was like, okay. And I didn't really know what was going to happen. I figured it was not a bad thing, but there's always the thought in the back of my mind that maybe he's just going to be really nice and say, oh, I'm so sorry, it's not going to work out. But thank you we'll do something else together. Sometimes they do that, right? Let you down easy. But then they started to press record. And I was like,
oh, and you hear
it pops up. And I'm like, if they're about to fire me and record it, that's just evil. So I had a slight feeling.
Yeah.
But then Emily Henry being there.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Crazy. And Tom being there and it being a whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy I did my makeup. Because
wait, so was that
I'm not always that's a rare form for me. So the fact that I was like, okay, gotta try to look put together for this, because then it was everywhere. So you and Tom met when you started filming for the first time? In person, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we did the Zoom, which was just a blur. And I was like, he's the cool blonde guy from Hunger Games. And then we met in Barcelona 2 weeks maybe before filming. And it was so fun. I mean, that city is so cool.
Wait, was that the first city you shot in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were in Spain for 2 months. All over Spain. We did Costa Brava, which, that is a vacation spot.
Wow. That's so fun, too.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Sometimes I'm like, that's not a job.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is really a job.
Yeah.
And other times you're like, this is not a job.
Wait, so Spain, so what were the places that you actually filmed in that were real?
Yeah.
That you traveled to?
We shot all over Spain, and in Spain we faked Canada, Squamish, which is crazy.
Yeah.
They found these woods, and I think it works. And then Tuscany, which is an easier sell.
Yeah.
Looks a bit different. We shot Costa Brava, which is all the beach scenes in the beginning and the end. And then we went to New Orleans.
Okay.
And shot New Orleans there, and then we also shot a lot of the interiors, Poppy's apartment, because that's all stages and things.
Yeah.
And Linfield was in New Orleans, suburb outskirts, and I was like, I think it'll work, but there's a very specific architecture here. But I don't think it really mattered in the moment, and it was so fun to just be in two places. I think that if we had tried to hop all around, it probably would not have been as much of a bonding experience.
How long did this all take?
I think it was maybe 3 months.
3 months.
Two and a half, under 3, just under 3.
Oh, wow. And when was this?
This was end of the year 2024.
Oh, so not that crazy.
It feels like forever.
And when did the whole process start?
Maybe a month before that.
Really?
Yeah, truly sped by.
Wow.
Basically it was I did the Zoom thing, thought it went well, had a great time, and then was just anxious for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, not hearing anything. And
what were you doing in Europe? Vacationing?
I was vacation.
Fun.
I was on vacation. It was kismet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's, you know what though? I do have this really strong belief that anytime you go on vacation, work comes calling. Every time for me. I booked My Lady Jane on vacation. I had to fly back like overnight to get to LA because I was on vacation to come back to try to get My Lady Jane. I booked the indie film I did before that when I was on vacation. I think it's like the second that
Maybe
you're not.
it's a you thing.
I think
Has
it's
it
a me
happened
thing.
to other people that you?
I hear this from people.
Oh yeah.
I think it's because it's like you're holding on so tight. You know, when I'm in Los Angeles,
Yeah.
and like I haven't worked in a year. Maybe you're holding on really tightly, and then the second that you sort of are like, no one talked to me for 1 week.
Yeah.
That's when all the phone calls come in. So I honestly think I should go on more vacations.
So now when you'll have a lull, which you won't after this movie, but if that ever happens,
Go on vacation.
go on vacation.
And I also think, I mean, I know vacations are obviously a luxury, but I think you can make a vacation out of anything.
Yeah.
And if you do have time off, I had the best advice from Anna Chancellor. I don't know if you know who she is. She's an amazing English actress who played my mom on My Lady Jane.
Mm.
And she told me, she was like, Emily, go on vacation because you come back tan and cheeky and you get more jobs. And I was like, that's the best advice anyone's ever told me in my life.
Can you get tan? Can you get a good tan?
I can. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My sister cannot. We're totally, that's like where we really separate.
I love showing off with that too. Like no, I can get tan.
I'm good with the UVs.
Yeah. Like you might think I'm not.
Yeah.
But I can get tan.
I'm getting better at the sunscreen thing. I really was not.
Yeah.
I was bad at that, as I think most people are. It's like, oh.
Well, you just turned 30.
29.
Oh, 29, baby.
Not there yet.
You cannot apply sunscreen for like 1 more year. I feel like when you turn 30, then you're like, fuck.
I have one more year of skin damage.
Yeah. 1 more year. And then you're like, okay, I shouldn't be doing that.
No, I'm hopping on that experimental skincare train right now because I'm like, oh gosh, because I'm trying not to do anything.
Like you don't want to do the Botox and the things. You want
I'm gonna make an attempt.
You want to like move.
I
like
think
you
just
want the things to move. You're expressive.
I'm expressive to a fault sometimes, not good at concealing my opinions, like at a dinner table. Gets you in trouble sometimes. But I think
your friends have to call you out, be like, you're doing the thing.
You got that face going, and I'm like, oh yeah.
That's just your face.
That's just my face.
Yeah.
Little RBF. No, I'm more just like confused.
Well, that will give you 11s.
I am, but I'm just always so. Life is so confusing. But I just think I don't know if I'd recognize myself because I'm constantly like doing this.
Yeah.
So I got the red light going.
What do they say in the biz about Botox? Like, would a casting director be like, or whoever in the movie, could they be like, do it, don't do it, or like someone who does it, would they be like, could you not get it for this?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think
is there like talk about it?
I feel like sometimes people will be like, you could get a little bit, just like a little baby
Botox.
I think I'm also scared of it though. That's also, it's like a personal thing. Like
I can see you're thinking about it. Like it's in your mind.
Oh, it's because I'm 29. And I'm like,
29. She's like, I'm 29. First of all, you don't need it. Okay.
Thanks.
I will say it is magic.
I know.
Like it, because you know how you apply skincare.
Oh no,
and nothing happens, and you're like, okay, this is $300, but and then with Botox, 2 days later, you wake up and you're like,
do you know what it is for me though? I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac sometimes and paranoid about like medical stuff.
I get it.
And I do think for me, I'd be sitting there like something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah.
My face, it would
make you anxious.
It would just, and I'm already just, vibrating at all times.
As you are. Don't do it.
I think to each their own,
Yeah. And if you get to a point, you'll get to a point.
Hey, exactly. That's what I'm saying right now. But we don't know what's going to happen.
You're a baby.
I feel...
You don't feel like a baby.
My back hurts. My knees click.
Wait, so back to the traveling, because you're like into traveling, which is crazy parallel for you and Poppy.
I know. I do love it.
You love it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about turbulence on planes?
I get scared. I'm not going to lie. Someone told me one time, if you ever want to sort of put yourself at ease, you get like a cup of water and you can see the water itself is not actually moving very much.
Do you hold it in the air?
Yeah, you just like hold a cup when there's turbulence and you can see the water's just like, because it's not actually moving that crazy. But I mean, I just get a little sweaty sometimes.
Yeah.
But I do love.
But doesn't take out, like, is there something that like ruins travel for you? Like a bad flight, a delay, a
bad person you're sitting next to.
Yeah.
I had one experience that just, I was spinning out over it. I was on a flight from Vancouver to LA. Sat next to this girl who was just having a great time. She was going to Vegas, had a layover in Los Angeles. She was ready to be in Vegas. I mean, I think she had started pre-gaming maybe the day before.
Stop.
And
by herself. And she was by herself?
Yeah, she was meeting friends.
Uh-huh.
And I'm so like, I couldn't help but try to like help her because I was scared she was going to get kicked off the plane. And they just kept giving her red wine. Merlot spilled an entire glass on me, by the way.
Oh my God.
Thankfully, I travel in like the most heinous clothes, so it was fine. But and they just kept serving, and I was like, "Can we stop? Can we stop? Give me this." She was really drunk and standing up, like dancing.
No.
And the worst part of it was I was just like trying to be like, "Let's look at the movie." Like, "Oh my God, let's just like keep our voice down." That everyone thought that I was with her.
And you're like,
so people were giving me the death glare the entire time. And when we got off the plane, I felt like I had to be like, yeah, no, I'm not actually. No, I'm like, we're not together. And people were like, oh, you're not. And I was like, no. I don't know. I to this day wonder if she made that flight.
Stop.
Because I remember getting off and she went right to the bar. And I was like, girl, you gotta lay, you gotta take a break.
You know what? I never really connected with getting drunk on a plane.
I do not.
Because I'm a little anxious. So for me, I'm like, I don't know. Will that do well for me in this altitude?
I can't even eat a snack on a plane without feeling like I'm going to die.
You get a little nausea?
I get bloated.
Oh, you get bloated.
I bloat anyway. I could like float to the ceiling. Levels of bloat. And I don't know, something about an airplane, it feels like all of like your body just like stops functioning.
Yeah.
So I just like sit there.
Something does happen with the digestive system on a plane, I will say.
I don't think it's good.
It's not good.
I think that's why everyone in there is just like, it just, bodily things are happening and it's kind of
No, things that happen on a plane that are crazy to me are like, when you're like, am I being filmed? Is like, when there's like just a choir of coughing.
Oh.
And you're like, is this real life? That everyone is coughing collectively right now.
And you know you're just getting something.
No, you're getting it.
I think it's probably good to wear a mask on a plane.
Yeah, do you?
I don't, and I have one in my bag, and I just forget every single time.
You forget, or would you feel weird about it? Like,
no, I don't
would
care.
Look at you.
Oh, I don't care.
No,
I mean, like, I think when I see it, I'm like, that's smart.
Yeah, I'm like, that's smart for you.
Because I always get sick after travel. I saw a play last night, and it was like a cacophony of.
Which play did you see?
It's called Data.
Okay.
It just opened. It's crazy. Recommend.
That doesn't sound like a play name.
It is kind of brilliant.
Really?
Yeah, it's like just started. It was in like the second night of previews, but it's
Broadway?
Off.
Off. I like Off. Because then I like Off just physically because it's not in Times Square.
And it was amazing because the subway runs under the theater. So at really tense moments, the floor would vibrate. And it felt like it was a part of it. But there was also a cacophony of absolute just... Is that a word?
I don't know. I love it though.
So I felt like that was
sounded really good.
One of the SAT words coming back. Felt like people were really just having a hard time in there.
Oh, yeah?
Just coughing and snorting.
Oh, no. It's such a bad time.
Sneezing.
Everyone's sick right now.
And you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But it was a great play.
Wait, are you a theater girl?
I'm a fan of the theater.
You're a fan of the theater?
Yeah, I went to school for it.
You went to school for it? Like in college?
Yeah.
Loyola, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying it weird?
No, Loyola. Bless my parents because, geez, like a theater degree to convince your parents.
To like pay for it?
Pay for a theater degree. I'm very, very fortunate.
You mean because it's like not like you're guaranteed a job?
It's a tough one. I mean, it's not. I think it's not so obviously applicable to success. At least not all the time. I think like Tom went to Juilliard.
He did?
He did.
Oh, wow.
I know. He's a fancy guy.
That is really, that's like 6 people get in a year or something.
I did not even consider applying.
That's like a conservatory, no?
Yeah.
Sick.
I know he's very, very talented.
So he went to Juilliard. You didn't apply.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, I like that's like BFA. I did a BA. Loyola has a really, really great film program, and I had an amazing time there for theater, but it wasn't at the time like
known for that.
And if I'm being honest, I literally got rejected from like so many schools.
Really? What was your dream?
Because I was really bad at acting. Like, no, it's true. I had no business thinking I could be an actor when I was 18. I didn't do a whole lot of theater when I was a kid, and the theater that I did, it was like really few and far between and not great. And
so what made you think it was your dream and your calling?
Delusion. I have no idea. Like, I love movies so much, and it had gotten to the point when you need to start making some like life decisions, and I realized I had zero other ideas in mind.
Or like interests, yeah.
Interests. I wasn't even like that when I was a kid. I was never, I want to be a veterinarian or a astronaut. I never said those things. I don't
Did
know.
you say I want to be an actress?
No, but I would want to be like characters in movies.
Uh-huh.
Like, depending on what movie I had seen would just dictate who I was for like a week or two.
Oh yeah, like what were your faves?
Oh, I mean, when Twilight came out.
Oh my God.
All of a sudden I was shy.
Wait, can I tell you? When I read the Twilight books, Emily, I was like, I could drink blood. Like,
oh yeah.
No. I was like, this is why I shouldn't read, is because I got so enmeshed with like Bella. Even when I got pregnant, I was like, oh my God, I was thinking about her vampire baby. All the time. I was like, I have a vampire baby.
See?
I look in the mirror and think it's like happening to me.
I just like love to play pretend.
Wait, so you thought you were shy?
I was like, oh,
like
I'm all of a sudden I'm like showing up to school and I'm like just hearing and everyone's like, what's wrong with you?
Like,
I'm like, nothing.
Okay, let's talk about something I genuinely wish existed when I first started building anything online. Durable. If you've ever had an idea, a business, a side hustle, a brand, a newsletter, a podcast, a t-shirt, anything, and immediately thought, cool, but I can't make a website. I don't have the time. I don't have the patience. I don't have the brain cells. I don't have the capability, whatever. You're getting it. This is for you. Durable is an AI-powered website builder that can create an entire website for you in seconds. I'm not exaggerating. You answer a few questions and boom, website, copy, design, layout, all done. It's honestly kind of unsettling how fast it is. And this is what I love. It's made for people who are not web designers. You don't need to code. You don't need to Google how to build a website and spiral. Durable literally does everything for you, all the heavy lifting. And then you can tweak the things that, will make it feel like it's you, to personalize it. It's perfect if you're launching something new, rebranding, freelancing, consulting, literally anything. Visit durable.com/notskinny and get started with Durable for free today. When you're ready to publish your website, use my code NOTSKINNY for 30% off all plans. That's Durable, durable.com/notskinny. Try it for free. Then use my code NOTSKINNY for 30% off your plan. Okay, let's talk about IQ Bar because they have one of the best bars on the market. They're not talked about enough. They're plant-based. They are packed with protein. They are like good for your brain and they're always in my bag, okay? Like I said, IQ Bar are plant-based protein bars that are made with ingredients that support your brain. They're not just filling, they actually help you stay focused and clear, which I need always because my brain is a mushy mom brain. They're low in sugar, high in protein. They don't give a weird crash. Like these are really great ingredients and people need to be talking about it more. So they're great for like the in-between moments, before a workout, between meetings, in the car, on a walk, in your bag, when you need something quick, but you don't want to eat garbage that will make you like feel like poo and regret it. Flavor-wise, I love, they're enjoyable. It's not like it's healthy, so like I'll suffer. My personal favorite is actually banana nut, but they also have chocolate sea salt and peanut butter chip, and they feel like a legit treat. And you'll be like, how is this good for me? but it is. They also have IQ Mix, which is an amazing electrolyte packet, and IQ Joe, like a little coffee packet for on the go. So right now, IQ Bar is offering my special podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the Ultimate Sampler Pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text not skinny, one word, to the number 64,000. That's not skinny to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details. So if getting dressed ever feels like a chore, whether it's because you're busy, overwhelmed, postpartum, working from home, you just started wanting to go out more, you're staring at your closet, you're like, none of this, I have no clothes. Like, none of this is me right now. None of this is cool right now, which, by the way, happens to me every 6 months. Stitch Fix is for you. And it's such a game changer. It's one of those things that quietly makes life easier. And I'm always here for that. So Stitch Fix is a personal styling service that sends you clothing picked specifically for you. So this is how it works, you guys. You take a quick style quiz, your size, your vibe, what you love, what you hate, your budget. And then there's an actual stylist, okay, not AI, like a person who gets your vibe and then curates pieces for you based on that. It's not random. It's not trendy for no reason. It's you and what you like, but better. They send the clothes right to your door. You try everything on at home, not in like harsh lights in a freaking small, sweaty stall, okay? And you keep what you love. You send back what you don't. No pressure, no commitment, no subscription. And the more you use it, the better it gets because your stylist gets to know you. It really will save you time and energy, and you will have great stylish fits to wear to work, events, dinners with friends, whatever you are looking for. Plus, shipping and returns are always free, and there's no subscription required. Plus, get a free try-on for your first fix. Get started today at stitchfix.com/notskinny to get $20 off your first order, and they'll waive your styling fee. That's stitchfix.com/notskinny.
But you weren't a shy kid.
No. I mean, it's interesting. I feel like, what is it? Introverted, extrovert? I'm like extroverted in social situations, but I can get really burnt out. I'm kind of a homebody, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't have like a super easy time with friends when I was a kid, maybe because I was pretending to be Bella from Twilight. Maybe this is it, actually.
Oh, that's the song.
Yeah.
No, I'm dying. I'm just picturing you like with a Bella wore
Putting
like headbands, like
oh yeah, the
squinty.
little brown bomber jackets.
Driving a truck, your dad's truck.
I definitely did do that though when I was young. Whenever anything like kind of bad would happen or like I didn't have the easiest time in school with friends. And if I ever was like sitting alone or like feeling like a bit of a loner, I would pretend I was in a movie. That's like how I would cope with it. You know, when you look out the window of a car and you pretend you're in a music video.
You like put a good yes.
I did that with like every aspect of my life.
So you were like playing pretend.
Yeah.
You were like escaping from, but why was it hard for you in school?
I don't know, I think to this day, I've found I'm the type of person who has like a few close friends. I think I'm maybe not what people expect of me to be, maybe. I'm actually kind of, like I said, a little bit more introverted. Like I'm an extrovert, but I'm not someone who's going to be like the life of the party. And I think I was also just really insecure. So I had a hard time sort of asserting myself with friends. And also I think, I have such amazing girlfriends now. But in like middle school and high school, it can be tough. Those female friend groups breaking each other down. I think maybe it's getting better now.
So you weren't like the popular girl?
No.
No,
not at all.
And when you got to Loyola, like theater, did you feel like you found your people?
I found my people because you can, right? In college, it's like, it doesn't matter how many friends you have. It's like you're working on yourself and your life, and you can find people with similar interests. And my best friend now is someone I met in college. And that'll be forever, And I think
theater
it's also
people in college are crazy.
Oh, whoa. Yeah.
Sorry, finish your thought.
Theater parties are truly, someone should make a movie about that. I'm sure they have. But yeah, and I also think I grew up in like a pretty blunt family.
Blunt.
So I might not be the best at not saying what I think. And that doesn't always go over so well when you're young.
Is that because I'm trying to understand like your family, because bluntness is usually like, I feel like Americans aren't that blunt usually.
Yeah, we definitely veer more. Like we're not Italian, but
Yeah.
it feels a little bit like that. Like talking over each other all the time.
Like you'll tell each other if you like look ugly, we're bad at something.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
And it's
And you would do
opinions,
that with-
opinions everywhere.
And you would do that with friends sometimes, and they.
Well, I would never do. I mean, I would hope I was a little bit more delicate than that. But I think it's like I call stuff out.
Yeah.
Like I really have a hard time like seeing someone do something and being like, "Oh, it's okay. It's not worth it to get into that." I'm kind of like, I need to get into that. We shouldn't do that. And you know, honestly, I think it's just sometimes high school is not for everyone.
And then theater.
And then theater.
They're okay with talking about everything
Oh yeah.
in the morning.
But I wasn't even really a theater kid either. I was like this. I didn't quite fit. Like
Yeah.
I was like the most untheatery theater kid in theater.
Got you.
And
No, they're into. I did some theater classes in college, and they would be talking about anal at 9 a.m.
Oh yeah.
They would just talk about, and you're like, whoa. Or
Oh,
they would,
no.
Or even like, tell me if it was like this for you. It was like regular classes, like a finance class. It'd be like attendance, Amanda Hirsch here. You'd go to theater class. It'd be like, hey, like it's just.
Oh, it's a lot of personalities.
It's, like,
there's
crazy.
singing. There's communal crying. The first day of my first theater class at college, we all sat in a circle and had to cry.
Like
Think of a memory and start sobbing, and we go one by one. And I was like, I'm gonna have to drop out, but I made it. No,
You did it.
it was terrifying. It's absolutely
On the
like
first
vulnerable.
day, you had to fucking
Cry, and not just cry, sob. And some people were like really crying, and you kind of look over and you're like, "You okay?"
Plus, you're like jealous. You're like, damn, your waterworks over
Oh yeah,
here.
and I'm like, why can't I do that? But it's also so fun. I mean,
It is fun. I was just hearing somebody say about college, somebody older, be like, if you see anybody talking about like their college years, like they're in them, they're like complaining, this is so hard. It's like, dude, those are the best years. You're literally like, everything is like paid for, even
I
if
know.
you took loans or whatever, but it's like you're living this pretend independent life.
what
with
did you
like friends.
study?
I did like marketing, advertising. But it's
'Cause-
like you were living alone 4 years with like friends, reading, learning,
Yeah. It is like the grass is always greener type thing. I think you want to be done with college, but those can be some of the most freeing years of your life because you're still in limbo a little bit. Unless maybe you're like getting a degree and you're having to do a lot of like OChem.
Right.
I think then you
Right.
might go gray.
Right.
But,
Did you party?
A little like theater parties,
Yeah.
So
Did your school have like sororities and stuff like that?
We did, but I was not.
You were never
part
in
of
that life.
That concept, horrifying to
Yeah.
me that you have to audition, which is crazy because that's literally my job is auditioning. But I'm just too anxious. I kind of was like, it's a good way to make friends. I hear great things.
Yeah.
But you have to got to wear a white dress and
Yeah,
and
you're not
pumps,
a
and
sorority
then go
girl.
and interview, and then they can tell you no.
Yeah.
After high school, I couldn't even
You were
touch
like,
it.
I
I
was
was
gonna do
like, no. But I definitely like learned how to, like, I learned how to drink and swear in college. I
And
was like,
swear?
I didn't swear until I was 18. For no
Wait,
reason.
In your blunt household, there wasn't swearing.
My parents swear. I had this weird. My parents always had this good way of. They were not strict at all, but they just have this level of. Like losing their respect would be horrible, and so me and my sister were both like. My sister's really smart. She's the brains of the operation, and I was the sort of silly one, and we're just very well behaved.
Wow.
So then in college, less well behaved.
I
for
want
sure.
I want like tips from your parents so they weren't strict but made you like just want to be the best version of yourself for them.
It's like a fear of like disappointment.
Oh, wow.
That's like I think it doesn't work for everyone.
so
but
they
definitely
were
works
down
for
with
me.
this dream when you were like, this is what I want to study. I want to be an actress.
Yeah, they were. I mean, to a point because, I remember hearing Emma Stone convinced her parents to let her go to like pilot season back when that was a thing, when she was 15, by making a PowerPoint. And I tried that and they were like, that's so cute. When you're 18, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, they made you wait.
Yeah, they were.
But you didn't do it really at 18, or did you?
Well, when I went to college.
When you went to college,
I put my sister's now husband took like a headshot of me, put it on one of those websites.
like what, like a backstage or something?
Like a LA casting, I think is what it was called at the time. I don't even know if that's the name anymore. And I think my first ever jobs were, because I played soccer when I was a kid, were like soccer print ads for the department stores. And it was a slow trickle. I mean, absolutely staircase for me for 10 years.
You were born
in Temecula.
Okay, where's that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
Temecula?
Map.
That's how you say it? Temecula?
Temecula. So San Diego's on the bottom of California.
Yeah.
LA's like right here. It's here. So it's like 2.5 hours from
cool.
LA. It's this very quaint, it's kind of cool now because there's like wine country. When I was a kid, it was the safest, most boring place ever. But now I actually love going back.
How far is the drive if you're driving to like LA?
It depends on traffic, of course. Like 2 hours probably.
Okay.
No, it's not bad. But LA felt very...
like a different world?
A different universe.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Apart from maybe going to LAX a few times in my life, we were not... My parents were like, why would we go there?
Yeah.
And I also think that's why they were super hesitant to allow me to do anything before I was 18 years old, because the business is, no one in my family did anything like this. So it was the scary kind of thing that you hear stories about. But now they're absolutely supportive. They gave me like the best advice when I decided this is what I'm going to do. My dad said, no backup plans, don't get a good job. It's like if for your rent, you have to get a bad job. A job that you don't like that much, that pays you probably terribly. Because if you have any reason not to do it, you probably won't. Which I know is, everyone has different circumstances. Not everyone has the luxury to like work a job that only covers rent, right? Like I'm fortunate and that's just me. I just have to focus on me.
Yeah.
But I do think that was really helpful and strange parent advice.
To not have a backup
no
plan.
Backup plan.
No backup
because
plan.
I think it's so this job questions your love for it a lot in the beginning, I think, because it's so hard. I mean, not only is it just rejection by like omission, by not hearing anything, but sometimes people say things in casting rooms that really, are tough. But I think you just have to celebrate every little tiny, tiny thing. And if you realize you still love it, then just like don't ever stop.
I think it's so refreshing to hear you talk about that side of it, because it's so easy for people to see you or other actors blow up right on the internet, and we're talking about a For You page everywhere and be like,
they found you on the street.
Yeah. And then it's like, no, you had to like go through so much to get here, and you might get rejection again.
Of course.
You might not,
I'm sure I will.
And like, it's like, it sounds buzzy, like no. Imagine it, sit in it.
Yeah.
We've all dealt with it, but it's
certain times it's things you like really, really want.
Yeah.
I remember there was a moment. This is like kind of niche. When you have this idea in your head, oh, if I just had the opportunity, I know I could get it. I know that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of safe to say because you're probably never going to get it.
Right.
I had some moments where I got those opportunities.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I know. If I can just convince you to give me the chance, and then like nothing, that's something good to experience in life, I think.
Where like you don't get the thing that you think that if you got the shot to get it, you would
get. Like it really is like, oh, no, I didn't. No, in fact, they were like, sorry, that was kind of bad. And
how do you deal with that? Like, how do you process that and not want to like quit?
I think it just made me realize every element of this is a battle, and it's really just about getting out of your way and focusing on what you can control. Like all you can control in this business is your craft, I guess.
Like doing your best.
I'm such a believer in classes. I think that there's no you're never at a point where you're done learning. Definitely I am not. And I think that's something you can focus on, is like trying to get better, watching things, learning from your mistakes, learning from the failures, and being like, was this such a flop, right?
Yeah.
And that's like a good thing to kind of like set your mind to, because all the other stuff, like sometimes it's just fate too.
Do you tell yourself the like what isn't meant for me?
Yeah, and I do
kind
think
of thing.
I think everyone has a path. Sometimes it feels like, why the fuck is this my path?
Yeah.
But I've been very lucky, but I know it's like a really hard business. And that's why I feel so lucky right now.
How are you taking it in? How are you like not freaking out? We were talking a little bit about like not reading the comments, but like this is happening right now, and
I know
it's fucking big.
I can like feel that I could cry if I talk too long about it. I have so many friends in this business that I've come up with that we've experienced it all together. I feel so lucky. I don't even know. I feel like this wasn't supposed to work out. I wouldn't have done anything else.
Yeah.
I would have just failed for a very long time. But I'm like pinching myself every second. Like the fact that I'm here, the fact that this morning I did my first like talk show ever. And like 5-year-old me didn't even dream of those things.
Yeah.
I just dreamt about maybe one day getting to be an edgy Bella Swan type gal with some like blue sepia lighting. That was, so I'm just trying to like live in it, because you never know when
Fucking bask.
they're going to get over it, right? They could just be like, I'm over it.
Your eyes are so pretty, by the way.
Me?
Your eyes.
Coming from like ocean eyes over here.
Yeah, but like blue is like whatever. You have really like, I feel like your eyes do a lot of your like acting too. You know what I mean?
Thank
Like
you,
it's
yeah.
all in the eyes. So Lucas Gage
Oh
told
my
me
gosh, I love him so much.
months ago when I was like, you're going to be in this movie, like blah, blah, blah. And he was like, mark my words, Emily Bader is the next Julia Roberts.
Oh, jeez.
He said, she is the Julia Roberts of our generation, and she's just so good. But he recorded a question for you.
It's really putting on some expectations.
I mean, but they were met, because he said this to me before the movie.
What?
I really hope
I love him so much. I think he did. I think you did.
Who is the best kisser of your co-stars? Tom, me, or Lucian?
Oh my God. He's putting me on the spot.
He asked who's the best kisser, him, Tom, or Lucian.
I can't answer that.
You can't.
Okay, let me think. Can I answer this in a way that's... I kissed Tom a lot more.
Than Lucas.
So much more.
Yeah.
And Lucas, baby, you know I want to say you.
Lucas, she's taking the question very seriously.
I am, it's very
She's
serious.
thinking about it. She's like,
But I couldn't... You know the problem is I couldn't stop laughing.
with Lucas, I could see that.
It was the hardest scene I think I filmed on the entire movie. Because he was just saying stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it all made it in because he's
The
a
muerto
comedic...
whatever was so funny.
When he went, memento... He puts the accent on memento mori. And it was like 4 a.m. Like I was really unprofessional that day.
But you looked like you were having fun. Okay.
So much
Tom?
Let's say Tom.
Let's say Tom. What was harder
But all of them are great.
What was harder to film? The dancing scene that I know you spoke about, like not loving to dance, or the kissing in the rain
Kissing
scene?
in the rain 1,000,000%. I was freezing.
Was it not real rain?
No.
Yeah.
Because even if it's
But it's
actually
cold.
raining, I think it was raining outside.
But you
they
need
covered
more.
it.
You need more.
You can't even see it. It has to be torrential downpour.
But it's kind of hot to like, it really didn't make me want to like kiss in the rain.
Oh yeah, it's so
really-
sexy.
Yeah.
The hair being
Yeah.
dripping, but unfortunately it was freezing cold.
Yeah.
And you have to not be shaking. And they're like, Emily, in that one we could really tell that you were cold. Can you try
That
to
you're like getting hypothermia.
I have a video. I think I'm gonna post it soon, of me in between shots in my gown, my silk gown, in the shower, in like the holding room, just standing under the hot water.
Oh my God.
Just trying to
How
not
were your
freeze.
nipples not piercing through
They were.
Okay.
If
But they
you-
were like
if
hidden.
you look close enough, I'm sure you could see them. No, I think we're very silhouetted, but I mean, breaking through the dress, truly.
Oh my God. Like glass.
Like absolute glass shattering through the
that was
silk.
such a hot scene.
Thank you.
And the dancing scene, even though I read and saw that you were, didn't feel like you were killing it, you did really good. And I have to say another thing, going back to the hair, that blue wig
Thank
on
you
you,
so much. I take full credit for that.
what it was like, it was so good. I was like, does she need to dye her hair blue and get a bob?
I say I take full credit, but of course that's not true. Our amazing hairstylist, Tony, I was whispering, I was like, we have to do a wig. They haven't said that I can do a wig yet, but I'm going to find a way to convince them that we're doing it. So just like, can you get wigs? And he brought all these wigs in.
Wait, really?
Mhm.
So this wasn't like
No.
in the...
Our costume designer, we did insane costume fittings for this. And she had this one sort of Pinterest picture. I don't even know. I think it might be like drawn of this like space cowgirl with a blue wig and a pink cowboy hat. And I was like, we have to do that in New Orleans. But they were like, it doesn't fit anywhere. How does she get a wig? And I was like, guys, I'm the audience. I'm like the demographic.
You
Like,
are.
trust me.
Wait, that was a good call. Like it just made those scenes like, because also it made your eyes pop more. So
I wish I could dye my hair that color and have a bob. I'm not kidding.
like
I would do it
you can
today.
see it, right? You could see that it's like it pops.
I think
on
it
you.
kind of looks good on everyone.
You think?
Yeah, because people have been wearing them.
And you were in crazy heels in that scene too.
Yeah, but those are actually good.
Because they're platforms.
I know. I saw someone. I am reading comments, as you can tell. I have seen some things where someone's like, it was so unrealistic how she was wearing platforms the full day. But those are the most comfortable shoes I think I wore the entire time.
Yeah, platforms are
Because they're
more-
so thick under the thing. Like these, not so much. But the platforms, I
platforms.
was bouncing around, having a good time.
Were you surprised at Tom's dance moves?
Well, no.
you
Because I'd seen him
rehearsed?
dance before that. And also, he knows how to dance. And
At Juilliard, they teach
they
him
teach
those
dance.
things.
He's got rhythm. The hips, they know how to move.
It's not a,
Oh, it's not
not every
easy.
man can thrust those hips.
I think
that
what
way.
happened is our director had seen some like BTS of him during the Hunger Games press where he's doing this like very funny dance that I have now seen 1,000 times on my For You page. And from that inspired that we need to have them dance.
Oh, and what about the Marissa Tomei accent? Where'd you?
It's
think of that?
definitely a little, well, we always knew we might do an accent. That was something that I talked about with Brett because I love doing accents. But we hadn't decided on anything. And we were shooting a scene and he's like, all right, pick one, we're going to shoot and that's going to be your accent for the rest of this thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh gosh, what do I do? Do I do like a funny, like Russian spy? Do I do, and then we just kind of landed on sort of Staten Island,
Yeah.
which is such a, I
Well,
was a little Marissa Tomei.
You were a little
inspired,
Marissa
yeah.
Tomei. But you're incredible at accents because you were in My Lady Jane, like we
Thank
talked
you.
about before, which is fucking
English
accent. So good. And that show, first of all, has a cult following.
I know.
Like the audience is
They're
crazy.
so amazing.
And you were a raunchy. If you want to see her go even raunchier.
Oh, it's raunchier in the show for sure.
Yeah. So like this was nothing for you.
Well, true. I feel like someone said this now, so I'm not going to get in trouble. It's probably just going to drive people more insane. But the scene we shot was much more involved
What scene?
in people we meet on vacation.
Oh,
the one
like-
that ends up on screen
Yeah.
is slightly more wholesome. And I think the reasoning behind it is because you see them so young that they thought it feels weird for it to be like so raunchy,
Even though they're older.
even though they're older.
Like they thought the audiences wouldn't.
Yeah, who knows the decisions that go. It's also just the edit, right? But when we were filming it, I was like, oh, this might be more than My Lady Jane.
Release the footage.
I know, I'm like, I shouldn't have said that.
Release the footage.
Yeah.
But did you get then, were you like, I got this? Like My Lady Jane prepared me?
I mean, it's so, I feel like people always want you to say like it was so.
I know. Can you not say it's technical? Blah, 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 blah. We don't want to know.
Okay.
Say that it was hot and steamy.
It
was technical.
It's technical. It is. The camera operator that you've been spending months with, who's like your dad at this point, is right there, like pointing a camera in your face. It's awkward. But you know what? I will say something that makes it
You could
less.
lose yourself in the moment, you know?
It's definitely, that's true. I think something that is fun about it though is it's very silly because it's so late at night and it's the most like, it's the weirdest part of the job.
Right.
So it's like, you get like slap happy, you know, when you're like past the point of exhaustion where everyone's like, it feels like you're drunk, which makes it a lot easier to actually do it.
Yeah.
Like a little.
I would probably need to be drunk.
I think sometimes that's maybe something that people do.
Yeah.
But thankfully I was just high on life. But yeah, it was a crazy experience.
No. I'm joining the rioting. I'm joining the protest. At me for the protest, for the... I love you so much. I could talk to you for forever because I feel like there's so much more that we all want to know about you. Our rising star, our Julia Roberts of our generation. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
You're a joy. I had so much fun talking to you.
It was actually like really fun. I'm kind of sad it's over.
I'm sad it's over too.